I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, really? Let me check the volume. Yep, we're good. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Big Cloud Gaming here, back again. Welcome to RGT Podcast, episode 102. How you guys doing? Good to see everybody in the chat. Shout out to the 30 people that were waiting. Do appreciate y'all showing up every week. I do. Thank you so much. Aaron Thompson, or I'm sorry, Aaron Stoners, my bad. Heath, Terry, Jack, Dawn, SS9, Jack, again, Cray Simmons, what's up, brother? Black Zero, what's going on? Welcome, good to see y'all. So, not really a whole lot that's happened this week. I wouldn't say, right? Not a whole lot happened this week. Oh, look who jumped in here, Frogs in here. I forgot you were on here. What's up, Frogs?
Yeah, what's up?
I forgot to make the tweet, my bad. We're definitely here. So, yeah, a lot has happened. Or not insane stuff has happened, but some stuff has happened in the this week. So we're definitely gonna go over, have a good time, and hopefully you guys enjoy today's show. What's up, Billy? What's up, Nate? Nathaniel, Talus, Dom Killer, and Captain. What's up? Shout out to you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Also, Balthazar, the first one I was in here, and Rob. What's up? My bad. I had to scroll up. Anyway. Let's definitely get into today's show. Hey, Salty, if you can make today's show, brother, jump in here. What's going on, brother? Shout out to Salty's Gaming. But let's go ahead and get into our intros, our special guests, and we're definitely going to have fun. I'm going to start off with our special guest. He is a member of my good friend Merc 305's podcast. He does with my homie Meds. It's the Ultra Preset podcast. The one and only Frogs. What's up, brother?
This has been a long time coming, man. Just to be, trying to dip and dab to the community and kind of have conversations with different people. But
yeah, you're kind of biting a little bit, bro. A little bit.
Oh wait, am I biting?
Yeah, you're biting. Just like dip out, jump back in. Maybe I'll fix it. And let him fix his audio problem. I'm gonna get into the panel, and he'll come right back. Craig. Oh, there you go. Now you better. You sound a lot better. All right, you go.
Hey, that's not how I want to be known. No, that's not me. Okay, sorry about that.
Go right ahead, bro. No big deal. Carlos. Intro, my brother. 102.
Welcome to RGT Podcast, episode 102, as yours truly, Type-R87, aka Gaming by Choice, Not by Trend, and let's get this home.
Absolutely. Of course, the Messiah. Gotta have the Messiah. What's up, brother?
Oh, what's happening? Thanks for having me. Yeah, glad to be here.
Oh, you can only hear me. Whoops.
Oh.
How about now? Can I hear him now? Should be able to hear him now. Well, that was a botch. Excuse me. Start that over. Greg, intro, please.
Thanks for having me. Happy Friday. And got some good topics here. So we'll get them in.
All right, definitely. Mr. Carlos, one more time, brother. Sorry.
Once again, episode 102 of the RGT Podcast. Yours truly in the house, Type-R87, aka Carlos Fernandez, gamer by choice, not by trend, and let's get it on.
All right, and our special guest, member of the Ultra Preset Podcast, he does the show with my homie Merc 305 and Meds, Mr. Frogs. I think he dipped out again. All right, well, he'll be back. Well,
I'm here. I just want to make sure I'm clear this time.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's Frog's Dream, Ultra Preset Podcast in the house. Great. I'm having a great time talking about gaming. I'm happy for the invite. I just felt like it was a good time in the community for us to kind of come together and just talk some gaming.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's definitely, you picked the perfect time because, whoo, lots going on.
Yes.
So let's definitely get into it. What's up? Shout out to Verdox88. What's up, brother? Good to see you. When you making, actually, when are you making your debut on RGT? That's what I need to know. You be acting too scared. I'm just saying, but shout out to him. He does his videos in the car. He's hilarious. RGT podcast starts now. Let's go ahead and get into the topic. So one of the biggest things has been going around this whole week, and I've been hearing a lot of different like spins for this particular news. Now, obviously, you already know PlayStation 5 is one of the biggest, most anticipated consoles out there, or on its way. And gamers are still waiting for that information. They're looking forward to that information. Unfortunately, we're not getting any as of late, and people are very, very eager. They want anything at this point, right? You guys see it. They're going all over the place. Twitter, numerous articles to get something. Unfortunately, though, we're not getting anything now. It was just reported that Sony has pulled out of PAX East, and also they're pulling out of GDC, the Game Developer Conference, for this year as well. And the reason why they're pulling out of this conference is because of the coronavirus concerns. Now, some people believe that the reason why they're doing this is to save money, but I hate to inform you, if you did some proper research, you would know that they're losing money by doing this to begin with, because Sony paid in advance. Sony doesn't pay on the day of the show. They pay in advance for booth space and everything. So the fact that they're not doing the show, there's your answer. So again, a lot of people are really just, I saw a lot of stuff just people spin saying like, oh, they're just using the coronavirus because they're scared. They have nothing to show to compete. It's like so many ridiculous spins, and it's really like driving me nuts. But I like to start with you guys. What you guys think about it? I'm gonna let you go, Craig.
Oh, you got a super chat.
Oh, did I?
You know that.
All right, let me scroll up. Hold on. Oh, my bad. Hey, shout out to Robert Osborne. Appreciate it, Craig, for the 20 euros. He says, keep up the good work, Ryan. Fantastic channel. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love. Thank you. Well, now, would you like to add on here to this whole thing there, Craig? What you think?
Oh, well, I mean, it's look, Sony, like a lot of companies, are coordinating with WHO and CDC, and if they're wanting to try to, again, the best way to cut down on it's a pandemic right now. But if they, you don't want it to become an epidemic. They don't really have a cure for this. People are dying, and so it's yeah, I mean, it's not that big a deal. GDC, I just found that out this morning. Also, Facebook isn't going there. They own Oculus, so yeah, there's just you're just trying to cut back on possible contacts, and
right.
That's all it is. I do not know. Yes, I understand. There's a group of people who want this generation to be over, so all they want to do is talk about next generation. And this, I'm sorry, but this generation, I mean, Neo 2 and Resident Evil 3 and MLB The Show 22, all that's coming. The Last of Us Part 2, Sony had just put out information about a month ago about PS5. So,
right.
And that's enough. And I really hope that, I want them to go one step further. I hope they delay the console. I hope they delay it to like March of next year.
Wow, so you wanted to give a whole year.
Well, it's not even a year. I mean, if they were supposed to possibly come out in Q1, right? They can still come out just late Q1, and it would be it's fine. I don't know why there's such a rush to get the new console out when they just gave you information last month. They still have several major titles coming out this year. So, I'll ask the chat if they were to come out April 7th and say, "Yeah, we're going to delay this until next. We're going to delay the PS5 till next March or April." Are you going to die? Because you still have Final Fantasy VII to play. You still have The Last of Us Part 2 to play.
Yeah. And
just on that console, you have Resident Evil 3. You still have Madden if you want to play that. FIFA if you want to play that. There ain't a whole lot going on. with they don't have any competition. Phil Spencer has said that Microsoft's competition is Google and Amazon. So again, there's no competition. So, but I'd much rather make sure people were safe. I work in the medical field, and Corona is that's SARS virus as well. They're dealing with a virus that's more deadlier than SARS. It's easier to transmit. It's very virulent. It's a different type of mutation of the virus. So that's pretty much it's pretty much all I can say as far as them pulling out and leaving. They got their Ron Jeremy on. Like I said, they channeled Ron Jeremy. They pulled out. So it's gonna have to we gotta get over it. So.
Yeah, I said this. I think I said this on Salty Show as well as Boom Show. Shout out to both of them. The anticipation for PS5, is super high, and I get it. People want more information, but at the same time, you gotta look at what's going on out here on the market as well, right? Not only are they doing well, but they still have games that are dropping that we know for a fact that we have to look forward to. Like, for example, Ghost of Tsushima, which is playing right here, is coming very, very soon. We know The Last of Us 2 is still a thing that's coming this year. We know Neo 2 drops next month. And there's so much more, you know what I'm saying? So again, they have a ton of content that they have to sell, while at the same time they have to promote the new system. And the new system, again, I get people want more information, but again, people are saying like they need to rush and show the console. Tell you the truth, I don't think they need to. At the same time, I don't think they need to. I get it though. I want to see it just like you guys, but they don't need to rush into showing the system. The only reason why I think people want them to rush into it is because, Xbox Series X, we know what it looks like and we know what the control looks like. So that's pretty much. But
that's just it, Ryan. Is that the only thing Microsoft has done is shown a form factor.
Yeah,
they haven't told anybody the bandwidth. They haven't told
the specifications.
Specifications. They just showed you what the console is going to look like. That's it. That's all they've shown. So it's a surprise considering that they still have. It'll be like a record company, and you have an album coming out, and I have an album coming out, and your album comes out, or my album comes out May 18th, and your album is slated to come out at the end of August. Mm-hmm. Whose album are they going to promote? Mine first, because why would they promote yours when mine is coming first? So again, why would they say here's PS5 when they still have, major IP that's coming out for the end of this console? It's just, I'm sure that's the way they're looking at it. But of course you say that, it's, you're trying to damage control. It's like, look, I wouldn't want to talk about Battletoads and Honey, I Shrunk the Fuck Nigga either. I would not want to talk about that either. I'd rather talk about Series X too. So.
Oh God. Frogs, let me get your input on what you think about Sony skipping the Game Developers Conference, but also PAX East.
I don't really think it's a problem at all. I don't think it's a problem. Like you said, Corona is like the SARS, the MERS. I did medicine for 20 years, and before I retired, and I tell you, it's a serious thing. These are people's lives. If it comes out and they say, hey, we have to delay this till next year, is that going to be a big deal? No, because we have enough content. Software is king. Right. We have enough content that there's going to last us through this year for particularly one system. I think last generation, people forget that Sony came off a really slow win at the end of the generation against, the Xbox. And I think that they just they didn't want that year gap anymore. They wanted to be competitive, and they were competitive this generation. Microsoft was a little cocky this generation, and they, the balance came back to Sony this generation, where it's like kind of like the PS2 generation was. The balance kind of came back to Sony. Outside of console war stuff, Microsoft had a really, really one good generation, of gaming, and 360 was their best generation, I would say, as far as like going out there and selling software, even hardware, even though they had to reinvent that problem. I think that in all, when you look back and you say, we're skipping this event, and you see other people pulling out the event, it's not just Sony. There are other people pulling out the event too. You start to realize it's bigger than just gaming. It's people's lives, and so it doesn't bother me. I'm with the Messiah here. If they want to go ahead and launch this thing the beginning of next year, March, it wouldn't bother me at all because I have plenty of games to play this year on PlayStation. Now, Microsoft, on the other hand, I think they're in a different ballpark. I think they need to get their stuff out there quicker because they want to get that advantage. And maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Because they have Game Pass, as people like to say, which that's a whole nother topic. But I think, Sony doesn't really have to rush with the PlayStation 5. I think if they get it right pricing and if they have the software there day one and they say the right things, people in this ecosystem are already ready to move over to the next gen whenever it comes. So whether they launch at the end of this year or they said next year, March, I think PlayStation people particularly, and maybe some people who are interested in going to PS5, they'll wait for it and they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay. I think pricing is everything. Software is king, and we have plenty of software this year where we don't have to rush it.
Yeah, and that was one of the big things we had too, right? Because we were talking about that before we even got to the whole coronavirus concerns. It's like, how do you market the PS5 right now, at least, Because you still got Last of Us Part 2. You got all these other bangers, Neo 2. There's so many games that are just dropping.
There's so many.
There's so even many. Cyberpunk.
Even if they're not exclusive, or let's say they're timed exclusive, like Final Fantasy, particularly Final Fantasy is timed exclusive. That game will come out, and then a year from now it may come to other consoles. But the fact that it's such a big iconic game, especially with the PlayStation, we know where that game is going to sell the best. We know where it's, people can act, we can all act like this is that and that's this, but Final Fantasy is iconic with PlayStation, especially Final Fantasy VII. We know that game is going to get the majority of the sales there. It's just like Resident Evil. You kind of can look at a game, no matter if it's a multiplayer or not, and say, I know where this game is going to sell the best at. And especially if that franchise has really been introduced on that, in a big way. Like Nintendo had it, but Sony, people remember Final Fantasy VII for the PlayStation. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think that this year is a year that we can. The only thing I differ is I do think that we do need to talk about what the console looks like and what it can do and all that stuff. But if they say, coming out March next year, I don't think that's going to be a big problem. From Microsoft saying, we launched a console in November, to Sony saying we launched one in March, it's not going to be a big difference. I kind of feel like as long as the right things are said and the console can do what the consumer wants, it's not going to be a big difference. You're not going to have a big marginal gap of sales. I think the competition, if Microsoft can bring their competition, maybe it'll stumble Sony a little bit, but I just don't see that. I think that as far as gaming goes, like,
now you're botting. You're starting to bot, bro.
You're
starting to bot up
again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you get. Let me get these super chats. Shout out to Joey Bats, 33 for the $5 super chat. He said, honestly, I thought that grounded game was Dora the Explorer when first saw screenshots on J-Dub's Twitter. Shout out to Blaze 4K for the $10 super chat. He said, what's up, my guy? Sony, baby! AKA Sony is God. You already know. Shout out to both of y'all. Thank you. I don't know if you're back. Are you still botting? Let's see. I think he stepped away, I guess. Okay. Yeah, he's still botting a little bit. Still botting a little bit. I'll come right back to you. Carlos. Sony skipping PAX East and GDC. Your thoughts, brother?
First of all, let's start by saying this. When has ever a company backing out from an event due to a disease been a problem? Never. Because number one reason is that first and furthermost, you're an international company, right? And most of Sony's companies are based within the same areas where the coronavirus is at, right? So why will you, jeopardize the well-being of number one, your fan base, number two, your employees, and have a widespread of the disease all around because practically that's the whole emphasis of this situation. It is just to avoid the circumstance of a widespread
Pandemic.
yeah, like you're trying to stop that. I understand that there's some certain individuals that want to make fun of the situation or they're trying to imply their own, fanboy based logic to everything. And quite frankly, it's kind of like distasteful.
Yeah, the amount of conspiracy theories that have dropped ever since we got the Xbox Series X design have been pretty insane. I will admit that.
Yeah, I'm very enthused with both systems. I'm not saying that one is better than the other or whatever the case may be, because at the end of the day, the content will determine that.
Right.
And as of lately, for the past 20 plus years, Sony has catered to that incentive of content over hardware for a simple reason. You need the content in order to push the hardware. It doesn't matter whether it is based on cloud or hardware alone. You need the content in order to push that narrative to say, listen, this is the best place to play our content, and you can do it through this system or you can do it through this service. That's where the whole emphasis of this is at. It's not about the hardware wholeheartedly, even though it is still prevalent. But at the end of the day, the company will do best for what its interests are and not for the majority of the asshats who are complaining about a situation that is relatively commonsensible to anybody with a heart.
Okay. All right, good point, my brother, for sure. Frogs, you fix your volume? Let's see. How you sound now?
It sound better now?
Yeah, you better. All right, I'll let you finish your point because I don't want to end like that.
No. That was my point. I ended it. I'm sorry. I'm with Discord today. Just one of them days.
Yeah, good old Discord after Google decided to remove the beautiful Hangouts. You guys remember those good days? I do.
Yeah, man. Good old days.
Well.
But yeah, I was done with my point.
All right, no problem. F in the chat for Hangouts, ladies and gentlemen. It was a good ride. That's all I gotta say.
F.
So one of the, if I'm not mistaken, it was the CFO of Sony. He actually, what was that? Hold on, let me go to my notes here. Yeah, it was the CFO, one of Sony's CFO. He was their chief officer of, one of their chief officers. And he stated that the timing will be very comparable to the past when he was referring to the PS5 in terms of announcement. So a lot of people immediately thought February still for this reveal. Now, granted, it is February 21st. That's 9 days left in this month. I don't really see them actually doing anything. They have been super quiet. I don't see a February event happening this month, but I do believe that it will happen very soon. Maybe March is where I will put my bet on, more than likely. That's why I would think, instead of it being February. I just don't see it happening this month. But wanted to ask you guys, do you guys think the same, or do you think it will be farther out now that the whole PAX East news has dropped? So I'll start with Craig. What you think?
I don't think. I was told that there could be some soft announcements, but don't expect any hard pushes until after The Last of Us Part 2 comes out. That's just what I was told. So I'm not expecting anything until the summer. I mean, the damn thing's not slated to come out till the winter, maybe. So, and they've got again major IP to push this generation still. So okay. They're not ready to move on. So it's just, to me, it's just not that big a deal.
All right. Okay. Good point. Frogs, what you think?
I would say just don't be surprised if I'm with Messiah. Don't be surprised if you don't hear anything until like August. Some people think that's too late. I don't think July, August would be out of the question for them to do a big show. Either then or right before E3. They do their own show. That's what I think is going to happen.
So you think they will risk it all and push it back that far, like just for the sake of them?
I think they can afford it because they have enough software coming out. They still have to talk about Ghost of Tsushima when it's coming out this year. So I think they can risk it. Who's to say they don't do it in September, close to the same time CD Projekt Red's new games come out, just kind of promote that. Even though I think Microsoft kind of has an advo with it, it could be one of those things that says, "Oh yeah, and these games work here, and this game work." I could see them doing it later in the summertime, or maybe I don't think too far in the fall. But before September, I definitely see it before September.
Okay. Good point. Carlos, what you think, brother? Carlos? I guess. All right, he's stepped away. He's stepped away from the mic, I guess. All right. So, again, with everything going on, I would say definitely. Somebody said a PlayStation State of Play in the chat. That would actually make sense if they were to do it this super close, a State of Play. Not necessarily showing off the console or anything, but more or less have it be like a pre-recorded message from Mark Cerny talking about like haptic trigger feedback or something, That'd be cool. But I don't know. That's something that I think they will probably have their own separate like event for. And obviously PSX is all the way back in December. So we're not going to go PSX with this. It's got to be earlier than that. And the thing is, again, GDC, they're not going to be there. PAX, they're not going to be there. Still got Paris Games Week. We still got Gamescom. What else do we have? Tokyo Game Show. E3's out of the question. So, I mean, there's a few shows left. But again.
But bro, let's be serious. Let's be serious, right? If we still have all these remaining shows, right? What if, and just saying hypothetically, not anything based on facts or anything, but what if Sony does their own proprietary reveal for the PS5? You see?
Yeah.
And that's
wouldn't put it past them.
And you got to understand, right? The mindset of these companies are changing and evolving every single day. They're looking for ways to innovate their brand presence in many outlets. So it would not surprise me if they came out and announced the PS5, reveal it at a certain disclosure or time, and right there you kill the curiosity of everybody and all the naysayers. Plain and simple.
Okay. Definitely. Let's see. There was an analyst that predicted that we would have a very, very obviously, with the whole Corona thing going around, but he's predicting 6 million shipped by March 31st, 2021 for PS5. So obviously, the amount of units available are gonna be pretty sparse. That's what he's saying. Y'all see that being a thing? 6 million like total sold by 2021.
Most definitely. I could see that being a thing. If you just kind of look at
somebody can get on you guys'
things going on.
Yeah,
your body. Not even just the history. Just look at things going on now in the world. I could definitely see that, and who knows what next.
Yeah, you're like hey, Frogs, you're biting like again. Are you on your phone or are you home? You home?
Dropped out.
Yeah, I think he probably dropped out. Man. He has like reconnect. I don't know if it's Discord or what's going on with his thing. Let me come back. Yeah.
Star. What's going on with this? This is French. Let me try something.
Yeah, that's okay. Greg, I'll let you just take the floor while he fixes his audio.
Oh, what was he saying?
No, he said I think he said most definitely when it comes to 6 million shipped by 2021, especially with the coronavirus concern.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that's an early market analyst prediction of it, and that may have come straight from the shareholders meeting. But yeah, I mean, they get those all the time. You know, we forecast this many will be done,
right.
That many will be done, and people got to remember they're going to hold a certain amount back for a fail rate because they have to. Like they can have them in the United States, but they're no longer allowed to just have them go out, and Sony will always wait, usually 3 months, to see what the fail rate of that first group is, which is smart because if you have a high fail rate, you're like, all right, we got to bring these back, you know, because something's wrong. And it's just I mean, again, it's a nice prediction. It's a nice number. 6 is a nice number. It probably won't be that much because they are having issues getting it cool, which was what a lot of people thought, and they're having issues with possible manufacturing. So again, in my opinion, like I said, I'm going on record now. I said a little bit earlier this morning, like don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if this thing gets pushed till next year, and Sony will rest their laurels on their IP.
Yeah,
like Frawls was saying about Ghost of Tsushima and all that kind of stuff. Because I mean, once we get to August,
right?
And, you have FIFA, you have Madden. That's generally when that comes out, and I mean, you got football, and it's just I just don't see I see it being maybe look closer to 4.8 million, but 6 is a nice number.
That's still like, I don't know. That's a little extra, wouldn't you say? I mean, for them to push it back to next year, like that'd be weird.
That's just 3 to 4 months.
True, but I mean, in that 3 to 4 months, I mean, again, and you're right. We have content, but you would think they would at least make some kind of effort, in that space.
Well, yeah,
you don't want to give that to Microsoft because remember they're in competition to get on the market as quickly as possible.
Well, if they miss you got to remember the Xbox 360 launched 6 months,
it's
8 months
year,
before.
like a whole year.
So it's it's just that it wouldn't be without precedence, but I do not. Xbox Series X is not going to even have any games for it for 30 months. So, I mean, it's slated for that console so I wouldn't worry about it. And if people decide to go ahead and get a Series X because they want to play Grounded, so be it. I mean, I don't, to me, our Madden's already 4K 60 FPS on the Xbox X. So what are they going to do with it? Make it 4K or, make it a little more pretty, have ray tracing on it. Okay, the ball will look a little bit nicer. Helmets will be a little bit more shinier. So it's just not a whole lot different they can do with it.
Okay, all right. Carlos, what you guys say on the matter, brother?
I mean, it's quite clear that everybody has a concern in regards to what these consoles will do and how they will implement all their content, right? There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of, factual and non-factual statements. So my thing is this, right? Just be patient. Wait it out. If Sony comes out and explains, what are the details with the console and the release date, fine. You already have something that you're establishing that point. For Microsoft, we already know exactly what the Xbox looks like, what it's going to have, and so forth. Now, as far as the content goes, it's just like how Craig said, 30 months without any new actual games. And that's pretty much a reminiscent scenario to what we had for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Like we're just getting, rehashed old IPs, upscaled to a higher resolution, and pretty much next gen is going to be the same ship scenario with just a little polished Gears 5, a little polished Gears 4, a little polished Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsports. It's going to be the same thing. At the end of the day, the content is what's going to speak upon the prowess of each console. And quite frankly, Sony is looking to having the better launch in terms of what the Xbox Series X is going to offer at the end of the day.
Okay. All right. Good points. Hey, shout out to both of you. Good points. Shout out to Locoism 1025 for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So now we got that title out the way. Let's get into some of the I guess you can say the insane rumors that made people go crazy this week. For those of you that probably already seen it on the channel, I dropped the video. I actually premiered it. A lot of you guys have been asking me to premiere videos, so I did that for you guys for that particular one. And have fun with it, obviously. But like I said in that video, I'm getting a little tired of certain people flipping some of these articles that we're getting out here from these developers or that are coming from the industry. And it's really annoying that people have to like throw out this crazy spin with like a silly title like Sony's afraid or blah, blah, blah. Now,
yeah, I can break something right now. Just real quick, I interrupt you. RSA in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. That Verizon and AT&T, they just got in contact with Ron Jeremy and they just pulled out. So that's happening in San Francisco. So I mean, again, just very quickly, this is the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, and the WHO, the World Health Organization. They're the ones telling these companies to do this. Now, I can't say they're telling them; they're highly recommending that the companies do this. So, yeah. But yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I didn't mean
no. Impatient Fire put out one of the articles. I had that in my notes. Trust me, I got it in my notes. Don't worry. We're gonna get to that in a second. But I'm gonna start with the one that was on the channel because a lot of people kind of were shocked that I felt I sound a little weird. Now again, I'm not upset or anything. I just find it weird that a lot of people are taking every little article and spinning it with like some ridiculous. There's always some ridiculous agenda hidden by each particular spin. It's either one or two. They're either putting it out there for one or two reasons. It's not either to inform you. It's just to put it out there to piss people off. It's really annoying. I don't like seeing that on my timeline. I really don't. But anyway, to go back to that video, there was a leak. Okay, there was a leak that went around that the PS5 was actually more powerful than Series X. Now again, these are what? Leaks. So what do? You take that with a grain of what? Salt. Okay, so again, you take that for what it is. Again, another thing was actually confirmed, but they did put out some specifications, and in the specifications, it showed that the PS5 was at 12 teraflops and the Series X was at like 11.8. Now again, people went crazy off of this, immediately saying, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," even though I clearly said in the video, regardless if these are real or not, it doesn't matter to me, because what do I care about? Just like I've been preaching on this channel, I care about the content. Every single time we talk about specifications, it ends in what argument or conversation? The games being the sole reason to invest in said platform and said content or said console. That it always will be the determining factor. But the sad part is a lot of people have all of a sudden become tech experts overnight, and it's actually blown me away the amount of people that have all of a sudden are tech experts. These same dudes that didn't know what a damn teraflop was 3 months ago, all of a sudden they know what teraflops mean. So, apparently teraflops is the margin or is the margin of success, and that the teraflops is all that matters, and Sony will lose based off of some damn teraflops without even further realizing that we go back to this particular gen. What has the most teraflops and is available right now when it comes to the current gen systems?
Flop. Xbox One X.
And again, people are saying that this is a new Microsoft. Microsoft is this, that, and the third. And again, I'm not here to knock any particular success. I want both I want good for both because, again, like I told you guys, I'm buying both consoles, but I want good for both.
Whoa, that's breaking news. I didn't know you were doing that.
I didn't announce that.
No, you did not.
Oh, here we go.
You did not. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I don't recall you saying that you were going to get.
I'm gonna give both. I might actually unbox both here on the channel. I am going to give both systems just to see where we're at. I'm gonna give both. I'm sick and tired of people saying that there's walls There's not going to be any walls going into next generation. I'm upgrading the setup as we speak. But at the same
What walls?
Whoa.
You know how there's walls. You know how there's walls. Oh, you can't talk about this because you don't own this, that, and the third. I'm going to have both systems.
Ryan, if I may interrupt, let's start a little bit of educating right now.
Well, I'm not done yet. Well, okay, good.
Go ahead.
No, you go. Educate. Go ahead.
A T-flop is a compute analogy that is referenced to the points that are calculated within a mathematical equation. The higher the T-flop, the more computing it needs to require to make those computes complete. That is something that people need to understand. T-flops do not equal real world graphical power. Exactly. It is based on gigahertz, and the amount of compute units. CPU. The gigahertz is the required amount of power to run the system at an optimal setting. Efficiency. Yeah. That's all this is. But everything like T-flops is not the dying emphasis of why one is better than the other. It is solely based on the
Professor Carlos in the building. That's right.
Oh my God, man! Like it gets so asinine sometimes hearing about T-flops. I'm tired of T-flops. Show me the games.
This is the games, and again, I understand. Trust me, y'all understand. We talk about it as much as you guys do, right? We mention it. We have fun with you guys every Friday. But one thing about the T-flop war, people are just they're not looking at the full package and are judging it based off of the T-flop or, the spec leaks.
It's just like a compute.
That's all it is. Until I see real-time results side by side against the competition. Y'all get what I'm going with this? It's like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Like, that's how I be looking at some of these stuff. Like, I got to see the side-by-side comparison at this point because a lot of these dudes, a lot of big claims, a lot of big mouths out here. Oh, it's been confirmed, even though everywhere I go, I look. Now, keep in mind, y'all know me. I'm dropping these videos for you.
That's your guy doing that.
Oh no, they might get. Oh no, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about others.
I know you trying to say about something this Tuesday. I'm sure they lied about. Or they I know you talking about something on Tuesday. So or whatever the hell they do that day. I mean, everybody knows. All right, let me plug my Xbox podcast. You all know I have the most accurate Xbox podcast out there. I'm the number one Xbox podcast. So the rest of these guys are just moist. So and they're gonna speculate.
I wasn't even referring to them. That's the thing too. Like I talked to some people in the comment section. I was like, dog, can you just show me like any result? Like, can you show me a link that even confirms that everything you're saying is true? Cause I'm talking dudes are swearing like they're in the industry type of thing. My dude's talking about, it's already been debunked. Like, it's already been debunked that it's fake, cause this YouTube channel said this. I'm like, well, here's the thing. That's a YouTube channel. That's a YouTube channel.
Yeah, the PlayStation. The new PlayStation is going to be more powerful than the Series X. It is. I'm pretty sure people see that trend happening. There was another leak today from something called, somebody or Cyrus Black or
Cyrus Black. Yeah, I was great getting to. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I got on the right. Yeah. I got on the right.
But I don't. Yeah, I mean the Series X news, you're buying it. I mean, but you got a 1070. Why would you get a Series X?
I got TI, sir. 1070 Ti.
I'm sorry, 1070 Ti.
We got TI at the end.
I don't need the Series X.
You got a what? 1080?
You got 1080. You did not get it. You got a 1080 now?
Yeah, I got a 1080.
Fuck my life. 1080. How did you get? What did you get a damn 1080? See, what kind of conspiracy shit is that?
How much is it? How much is a 1080?
He had a 1080, like low key. He ain't telling me. Y'all see this shit? Man, whatever, Carlos. I'm done.
Half a grand.
I don't hear shit. I don't hear nothing.
It costs $500,000. Nah, man.
You're like, I got a 1080.
You want me to show y'all seen the screenshots of that 1080 Ti?
Oh, you even got to do it. Nah, I don't even need to see it. I don't even need to see it.
What happened to the 980 Ti? I mean, because that's what I remember. I got a 980 Ti.
Nah, I got a 580 RX 580 Red Devil. Yeah. I got a old ass Radeon HD 7850, two of them that are right now in my closet. Now for my next build, I got a X99 8 Deluxe motherboard from Asus. And
you you're speaking a foreign language to a lot of people, right?
Listen, man, it's just parts that I'm gonna build for my next computer.
Are you building another one?
I'm building another one as we.
Hey, you joined the club because I gotta add RGB. Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
My bad. Of course, it's gonna be RGB, man. It's RGB all day, every day.
Yeah, I'm tired of.
But how much power does it take to run out that RGB?
Not much.
Not much. I mean, with the current computer that I have a 800 watt power supply, so that's more than over.
I'm gonna go to 1,000 just to be an asshole. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna upgrade that.
Nah, but with the 1080 Ti build, I'm just gonna keep it roughly like around 950.
950
ish, yeah.
950.
Cool. Yeah,
cool.
Well, that's a lot of power.
Yeah, he's trying to be fancy with his PC.
Yeah.
Of course, he don't want to tackle the project I was talking about last time, where you make a mineral oil PC. He don't want to do that.
No, I'm not.
He don't want to tackle a serious project. So
mineral oil, what the hell are you talking about?
Bro, if you see Linus Tech Tips, man, you learn a whole lot of shit.
Hey, Marley Gaming Nation, what's up, brother? I don't know if you want to jump in here. You can jump in here. We can have some fun here. We just having fun though. As we do on RGT, we have fun.
Yeah, I feel some kind of way now. I didn't know you're getting a Series X. I mean, I'm not getting. Look, if PlayStation walks out there on stage and they're like, "Well, we don't have all games backwards compat, and you can't play Mass Effect on PS5."
Hey, listen, you should be happy that I do this because if I don't like it, I'm gonna smash it to pieces. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Because somebody will have a heart attack if I smash the pieces. But no, I'm gonna get it. Real talk, I'm gonna get it. Everybody keeps asking me to get one. Everybody keeps crying, "Man, could you get a Xbox?" I will have one. I will have both systems.
Well, people keep asking me. I'm like, I have an idea. You get it for me, and then I'll just use it.
Oh God!
I'm like, I can't get one. I have to save up for. I mean, I'm stuck. Matter of fact, I'm getting the 5600.
I'll get you the Series X, bro.
I get it. Trust me. As someone who's preached everything, right? Like how I feel about Xbox. As much as I've done it, like I said before, I'm a content creator. I got to do that. I got to represent everybody. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing this because I'm a content creator for sure. Like this is mostly the reason why I'm buying it too. So as a content creator, it's to be fair to everybody. So that's what it's going to be.
Well, I got to get another motherboard so I can update to this 5600.
Oh, we're gonna have a long. Well, we can definitely get into that after the show for sure. But because that PC talk is definitely foreign to a lot of people. But of course, the tech industry insiders who act like they know it don't know this neither, but whatever.
Oh, you mean the Best Buy?
Excuse me, I said that a lot. My bad.
The Best Buy TV tech guru.
This is where it gets funny. This is where it gets funny. So, Cyrus Black, you just mentioned, right? He talked about the first next gen gameplay that he saw from the PS5. Now, again, he stated that the game was targeting, if I'm not mistaken, 90 frames. It was running at 90 frames at 4K. This is what he was talking about, and this is a PS5 game. Now, again, he said the game looked insane, all that jazz. A lot of people are saying that, again, like the PS5 is not going to have any of this stuff. 9.2 teraflops is real, but I hate to break it to you, it's not going to be the case. It's not gonna be 9.
I don't know where they're getting that number from.
Like a lot of people are saying, like the thing is, what I love too, right? Every time there's a leak or whatever weird insider leak something, like let's say Reset Era, right? Because that's like the hot spot, right? Correct? Like Reset Era. I think that's from Reset Era. Yeah, that's like the new hot spot is Reset Era. So I think the 9.2 came from Reset Era. A lot of people immediately jumped on the gums. Okay, that's confirmed. It's 9.2. But as soon as something like, PS5 is more powerful than Series X is on Reset Era, that's not real. That can't be real. No, we were told this. We believe that. We sold our soul for this little leak.
Sold our soul.
Like, I need my soul for this Xbox. I need green to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, can y'all just chill, relax? This is why I took the hiatus. I know a lot of people wondering, where the hell is Ryan? I was playing games. Like if you're not following me on Twitch, you guys see I'm on Twitch. I'm playing games like all the time. Like that's what I've been doing. Like I took a nice break. I was like, let me just enjoy this time away from the internet.
But weren't you supposed to create a Twitch channel?
I have it actually. I forgot to give you the link to it. I have it. Yeah, it's up. Yeah, I haven't uploaded anything on it.
All right, what's the difference in the Tomahawk Max and the Tomahawk?
Tomahawk Max. I have to see it to get the details.
One is 114, one is 110.
Yeah,
I don't have the money.
It's actually the
yeah. Look at the specification. Yeah, the power.
Overclock. Probably one of them overclocks higher than the other. That's the difference.
Oh, well, this one right here,
I'm lazy with my overclocking. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm lazy. Like I turn on smart overclocking. That's what I do, and I just keep it moving. It's a switch. Literally, it's like a little switch on the board. Yeah. I put smart overclock on, and I leave it be, and I just play. I'm lazy.
Well, I don't even know what that means. So,
it's a switch. It basically overclocks it for you based on the power and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, I want
not
this
over
one,
the top though.
It's got RG. It's got LED lighting. It means, but it's only 110. So, and it's got a Tomahawk missile on the front of it. It's actually pretty intimidating looking.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna put it in the Discord because that's what people do for some reason. So, there it is.
Oh God.
There it is now in the Discord.
What does GDC mean? Okay, I ain't gonna read the rest of that, but if you don't know what GDC stands for, there's a thing called Google. You know, if you want to be an asshole about an asset in that particular way.
Gamer Developers Conference.
Why'd you tell the simple damn thing? Oh God, I'm done.
I mean, house people need to know we're here to inform. But go ahead with your Osiris White.
Oh no! He was talking about 12 teraflops. He said 12 teraflops. The game was running at 4K, 90 frames per second, and he also said I think they were targeting 200 some frames as well. But again, all that shit. So pretty much everything you heard for Series X, you're hearing everywhere for PS5 as well. You're getting the same type of thing. And again, we said it before. We even got to hear that both systems are going to be pretty similar. So it's not going to be no crazy jump in terms of difference between both. But of course, people want that because, you know, they want to feel better. They go to sleep to this type of stuff, you know.
Well, again, they think that they can spread the information and then it's going to be people will say, oh, we're tired of Sony not doing this, and this. We're going to go into Xbox. That's what they're trying to do. I mean, it's not going to work, but you can't tell these moist fruit booties nothing. All right, they've got a Ryzen 5 3600 for $174 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got to be kidding me! Wow,
dude. I mean, like again, I know a lot of people like. It's like this conversation is funny to me. Like I always love this guy. Shout out to Salty. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but I was on this, the show with Salty.
Salty, I feel some kind of way because I can't on his podcast.
Invite him. Oh, I get that. You ask him. Shit. He's in the Discord.
Salty. I'm salty, man.
But what was I about to say? So we was on a Salty show yesterday, and shout out to Jez and everybody. But oh boy, yo, let me tell you, the hype again. I don't understand where we're going at this point when it comes to moving this goalpost. It feels like we're moving the goalposts. It's like, oh, Microsoft doesn't need to show this game because they showed this game, and I said it before. Now, to all the diehard, I don't know if I have any diehard Halo fans in the chat, but I know for a lot of diehard Halo fans, and I noticed because I talked to a lot of them. For them, Halo Infinite, again, I'm not talking down on Halo Infinite. Do not put me in that bubble. Please don't. I'm just keeping it real with you. From a lot of them, this is from their mouths, not mine. From a lot of them, Halo Infinite is at that point where it's either make or break at this point. Like a lot of them really want this game to deliver on both fronts, not just the multiplayer, but also the single player. They want the perfect package for Halo Infinite, and this is where a lot of people are at right now. You know, that's kind of been the curse with Halo. One game has awesome single player, the other one has crappy multiplayer. You get what I'm saying? You never get both. A lot of people are at that fence right now. And to tell you the truth, it's a lot of pressure, but a lot of people are saying that this game is enough. And in all honesty, if I was to keep it real with you, it feels like Xbox Scorpio all over again. And you guys remember what Xbox Scorpio, what was it? The highest res, the best frame rate, no compromise. You already know how that landed up. So again, I just find it funny the way things are going. But people act like they don't want to talk about like what people really want. Again, you want more than just Halo. And I'm not talking down on it at all. I'm just saying, I need more than Halo. think a lot of us do.
A whole lot more. A whole lot more. I would like them to bring back Scalebound, at least something.
Oh, well, I think we talked about that, didn't we? The Platinum Games talking about buying that from Microsoft.
If that happens and it goes multi-plat, let's go. I'm willing to play that game, even if I buy myself a Series X just to play it.
Yeah.
But,
another one is gonna buy it.
That's right. You lost another one, Craig. Join us.
Well, I can't buy one, but if somebody wants to buy me one,
I'll donate to the cause. I'll donate to the cause. I'll help you out for sure.
Well, yeah, I tell you this right now. If somebody, I'm a podcast tonight. So if you and Carlos swing, no, this is serious. I'm being serious. If you and Carlos swing through and you donate like $10 or $12 to the cause each, that will put me over the hump, and then I will be able to get the Series X. Okay, but that's up to you guys.
You're gonna skip out on your graphics card for Series X. I heard
No. I'll be able to get them both.
You get both. Okay.
Well, see, here's the problem, and I'm stuck. I don't know whether to get the graphics card, the 5600 XT, stay at 1080p, ultra settings on everything. You know, keep my monitor that I have, or. I'll be at 1080p ultra 60 or over 60. You all have seen the benchmarks. I'm sure you guys have seen the benchmarks. Or get the 5700 XT and then I would have to get a motherboard. I'm gonna have to get a motherboard no matter what. So I'm stuck. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm looking at motherboards right now.
Okay, we'll definitely get into that on the show. Help you out with the board.
Yeah, that's fine.
For
Appreciate
sure.
it.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm a podcast later tonight. I may do a YouTube show.
You got it for sure.
So if y'all want to swing by.
All right, so shout out to you guys in the Discord. Everybody hit me up on PSN about this patent. This is very familiar to a patent that I talked about a while ago. So there's a new patent going around that showcases a controller with finger sensor tracking. Do you guys remember? It was a while ago, back in late 2019, I covered this. It was for PlayStation VR, the new headset. It was a new patent for it. Supposedly they're using cameras to track your fingers. Well, they got a new patent for a controller that's using some techniques like this to track your fingers for VR.
I think I talked about this over 7 months ago.
Yeah, it's a new one though. This is more of a controller though. This is one you're holding, and it's got like a trigger on the back. It's got everything, and it's tracking the actual fingertips and everything of your fingers. So that's what they're doing. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not like, again, I have the Oculus headset right now. Shout out to Lincoln Clay, but I'm saying.
Yeah,
the whole VR joint, like everybody's really going all in on VR. Y'all know how I be. I rarely talk about it because I'm not really like super invested in it, but I know a lot of people are. They play Beat Saber and a lot of other games, and people keep telling me how immersive it is. A lot of people play Resident Evil 7 on VR, and they tell me how great it is. So again, it's got potential. It's got everything, and it clearly shows that Sony's not dipping out of that anytime soon. What y'all think about it?
I mean, for me, I've always wanted Sony's the VR. My only observation, it's just an observation, is they need to make it lighter, and if that means it has to be, because I can wear the Oculus one with no problem with my neck. I was in an accident on my interstate. And,
you did tell me about the neck surgery.
Yeah, so I can't. Yeah, so I never had surgery.
Well,
but
neck
my
injury.
Neck, my neck, it does hurt when I put something on my head. I can't wear like a motorcycle helmet because it'll hurt my neck. Ooh. So wearing the PlayStation VR is cumbersome. That's the word I'm looking for. So if they can make it less cumbersome, if this helps it, fine. Right. I mean, that's perfectly fine. I don't care if they have to do something where you hook a battery to like your belt, or your side of your waist. That for me is better. I always thought VR, it's going to be less wires. So if it's less wires, less cumbersome, because nothing sucks more than when you're trying to play the VR and you're moving
and you get tangled up.
Yeah, and that thing on the right side, that's the power pack, or whatever.
Oh, the box, the decoder.
The decoder thing that starts to hit me, and I'm like, all right, this is the wire from that, comes down, starts to hit me, and I'm like, all right, it's good that it does it because it resets your brain, but it still sucks. It takes away from what's going on. But overall, I think it's a good concept. They just need to bring it down a notch. They made them make it a little bit less cumbersome. That's why.
No, okay, all right, okay. Carlos, what you guys say about it? What you think, brother?
I mean, I haven't gotten a PSVR, and I'm planning on so in a couple of more months. Not really too much delved into it, but it does pique my interest because, as always, if you have good content, I'm willing to try it out. And both the Oculus and the PSVR are providing those for the duration of what remains for now. And quite frankly, I'm looking forward to it for next gen. I mean, I've seen a lot of speculation in regards to the PSVR 2 and how it's going to implement new higher refresh rates for those who get motion sickness. So that's something that I've been, kind of on the fray not to jump on just yet due to that fact. But eventually I'm going to have to just, man up, throw on the headset, and just play some GT Sport with the VR headset. Or even a set of
funny you said that. Shout out to G Hole. He said, I really want the next Gran Turismo to have full VR compatibility. But what's funny about that whole game, if I remember correctly, the creator behind that has come out and stated that he's more interested in raising the frame rate to 120 frames per second for that game, or even 240 frames for Gran Turismo 7.
I mean, a higher refresh rate is more smoother for the eyes, and then your depth perception is more accurate.
Make the cars look better too, more dynamic.
Yeah, and in return, you don't get that motion sickness. You're more, you're more in tune with the surrounding areas that you see before you. So I could care less about resolution scaling. Give me high frame rates any time of the day.
And what this does do, and I'm glad this happened, because again, I remember, shout out to our brother Foxy Games UK. He said that there were still going to be 1800p games, 1440p games, and that you'll have better frame rates on those games, and maybe GT Sport stays at 1800p, which is where it is now. Checkerboard to 4K, but then they're able to get it to do, say through a checkerboard, let's just say through a native resolution, they get it to 120 frames per second. But through a 1440p resolution, they get it to 240. Now, I do understand with the new VR, they're targeting 240 with some games to help with, like Carlos said, with motion sickness. So, because that will definitely help with motion sickness. So, yeah, you could, in theory, play the VR. My whole thing is I would like to play the Gran Turismo VR with with just more than one person. That's trash. I mean, hopefully they're able to get it so that, like, say all of us, like us three, and say we get J-Dub and other people can jump on, and then some of us be in VR, and some of us be playing regular stuff like that. The old fashioned way. So I just that's what I hope. But it just goes to show you that not everything is going to be 4K native. That's why I was talking about this morning. Do not get yourself in a rut. Yeah, there's going to be select titles that will be in 8K. There's still going to be titles running at 1440p, like Bayonetta on Xbox X. Once again, Xbox X, the world's most powerful console, can't outperform the PlayStation Pro, both doing 1440p. So once again, X didn't give it to you. And that's according to White Zaddy. Do not come to me with that. That's according to your White Zaddy. So, but at the end of the day, I certainly hope people in the PlayStation community, they understand it. Not every game's going to be 4K native, and they go from there.
All right.
So,
all right. This story right here, I wanted to throw this in there for you specifically because you play a lot. You play a lot of Mass Effect. You're a Mass Effect spokesperson, and Bioware. If I'm not mistaken, the report was that Bioware was laying off some employees, or they were losing some employees, and a lot of people are looking at their situation. They're thinking that EA is pretty much putting them on the chopping block. Obviously, one of my favorite developers that they actually control was what was it, Visceral Games? Am I not mistaken? That was the name of Visceral Games, the guys behind Dead Space. That was one of my favorite developers, and they actually ended them in general. But a lot of people are now looking at BioWare a little differently, obviously. Anthem didn't do anything to what we thought it was, and to tell you the truth, I said this early this morning, but they honestly, remember how we always talk about Ubisoft and how they pretty much fooled us with Watch Dogs, with the bait and switch. We all thought that was real, then we got something completely different. That they basically did that recently with Anthem. Anthem, if you guys remember, back when we first saw it in E3 that particular year, the way the game launched and stuff like that, like where you remember how like in the game now you're in like a market and you go, like you can walk around, then you can jump in the suit and then go out, right? Like you can leave launched out. In the original game concept, what we saw at E3, they were actually on launch pads out there in the world. Like you walk around first, then you go to like a launch position, like the launch center. There, it's not like that anymore. So a lot of people are talking about that, and how BioWare is doing. So I want to see what you had to say about good old BioWare. Like, are you
BioWare built its fan base based on single player narrative driven games. So EA having them move to the Frostbite engine is a disaster because that engine is not good for narrative. We're used to getting a character, going to the character creator screen, creating a character, then going on your quest. Okay, and then having a cutscene and go somewhere else, advance the, like you do in Mass Effect or Dragon's Age, stuff like that. But those games, I believe, are on the Unreal Engine. Right. So, and even the Star Wars game, that's why, the Star Wars game felt like a Mass Effect game to me, because it was, you go to one planet, you do something. Then you advance the story through a cutscene. Then you go back and you do more stuff, which to me I thought was stupid, but fair enough. This is what you kind of have to do. But at the end of the day, BioWare's audience with EA wants everything to be online. They want you to be playing on with your friends and calling in the B2 and getting one-man army. That's what EA want. And so them forcing BioWare to use the Frostbite engine is why Mass Effect Andromeda is trash. Okay, it's exactly why. So So when I heard Anthem didn't do well, the first question BioWare got at their EA conference was, is it going to have a single player? And when they said no, well, they killed their audience. That's it. It's like, okay, well, this is what your audience is used to doing. So, Anthem would work if you had a single player game, you were on a planet and you were going around, whatever you do on Anthem, and you advance your story. That's all they had to do. But that's not what, EA, look at Mass Effect Andromeda again. They killed the Quarian DLC, which is part of the single player campaign, but they keep up the multiplayer. Absolutely. We'll support multiplayer, but no, you can't do that because that audience is built a certain way, and that's why the game is tanky. That's why the Star Wars game did so well. That's why it's important that Casey Hudson can walk back into the EA president's office and say, look, I want to do a Mass Effect game, but I want to use the Unreal Engine.
Okay.
Not the Frostbite.
Not the Frostbite, engine. Yeah. It only works. Yeah. That game, that engine only really works for like Battlefield. Like, that's what it really is like.
Yeah, and it's great.
Battlefield. Yeah.
Yeah, and what do people say about Mass Effect Andromeda? The game, they said it looked good.
The eyes were weird.
Yeah, but they say the way the animations were terrible. Now, if you look at Battlefield, they talk about the combat and they talk about the transitions into combat. Again, they don't talk about the story. I mean, who cares about the story of Battlefield? But Mass Effect, the story is extremely important, and that's why I keep saying the game's trash. What makes the game trash is the story.
Yeah. Okay.
So just go to a whole other galaxy. This stupid. I mean, it's stupid. It was a bad idea. So people are done with it. People are mad at them, and I certainly hope Casey Hudson walks out there and says, "Here's the next Mass Effect game. It'll be on." If he says it will be on the Unreal Engine, everybody will come back and say hallelujah.
You got it, man. Definitely appreciate it. Shout out to Frogs Dreams. He's $2 super chat. He says gonna have to get a redo. Sorry. There's no problem. Okay. No problem, big dog. What I'm gonna do is I'll probably get you on here for a 1-on-1 for sure. A lot of people really want those, so we're gonna get those set up for you guys next week for sure. I'm gonna have a few for you guys next week.
And Frogs, feel free to come over to my podcast and donate to the cause so I can get this forfeited motherboard.
There you go. Appreciate you coming through. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Blaze, I don't know if Blaze is free. He can jump in here, but I know he busy doing nothing.
Same for you, Blaze. Anytime you want to donate to the cause, #motherboard.com.
So he's God, baby.
So I need to start a fund for that now.
Did you want to add anything to that old BioWare situation, Carlos? Or do you want to move on?
Man, I really was looking forward to that game. I was expecting much more than just, fetch quest based style multiplayer sorties and all that crap that they had put in that game. I was more into the lore of the whole single player aspect, and that game was just a major letdown. Like I was really hoping that, finally EA does something right, and as always, they get greedy and use the income of needy customers to run their narrative. So I'm not too sure, but if by any chance, let's say even if Xbox was to pick up BioWare, as an acquisition, that would actually be something good, or even Sony itself, or even Nintendo, one of the companies, and we would actually get some good narrative-driven games in turn. I think that just with this whole situation that they're going with is just that EA does to manage their development team in an adequate way, and it's sad. It's really, really sad.
Okay, all right, definitely, I get you. Yeah, their games in general definitely need a. I would say they need a rehaul, right? I would say they need a redo on a lot of these projects. They really need to go back to the drawing board with EA in general. They need to bring back Dead Space. Dead Space needs like a legit, I don't care if they need to borrow talent from another studio, but they need to legit go back to the drawing board. Bring Dead Space back to that scary shit that we remember with the first one. Do y'all remember the fucking demo back with PS3 and 360 for the first one? That shit was insane.
Well, they made Dead Space 2 easier on purpose.
Yeah, for part 2,
about Dead Space 1. So I don't disagree with you, but I thought they had something interesting with Dead Space. I don't know if you watched that movie, the animated movie. That was good too.
Yeah, that was good. Had a lot of lore. Add a lot more lore to the game.
Yeah. So they were planning something. When you do that, you add lore. You're planning something much bigger, and they went away from it. And so again, I understand people are like, well, games changing, and there's more people playing online. I'm like, nah, nobody wants to put on that. I mean, again, I don't understand getting off work per se, coming home and wanting to put on a headset and play with your friends. I don't know. That doesn't drive. I mean, if that happens,
that game never needed co-op. I just keep it real. Dead Space and co-op just did not mix. It was not smart to put co-op in that at all. Not smart.
I mean, a game that they should look at doing co-op for, like a Batman and Robin game, or have Batman and have a Nightwing co-op thing. So I mean, just do something like that. I just don't get it anymore. Right? I mean, the whole thing is the whole thing is foreign to me. But again, I'm an old man, so you can get off my lawn.
Yeah. Oh, look who jumped in here! Look who cleared his PC library to make RGT. What's up, Blaze?
What's up, everybody? What's up? Yo, that space is great. Yo, how much you need? What do you need, Messiah? What do you want?
Well, okay. After the significance of the buy here, and after I carried the one, And I need after I carried the one, it just came. It's not that bad. It only came to $122.99.
Yikes. That's gold chain lead, bro.
I'm put the whole price on.
Well, I mean that carried the one. If I don't carry the one, it's $22.
You a fool, Craig. You gonna carry the one?
Hey, Blaze. Anything you would like to donate to the cause? I you know me. I just I'm just fucking with you. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah.
GPU? What are you trying to get?
Well, no. This is a 4-fitted motherboard. I'm upgrading because people want me to play something that calls itself Cyberpunk. I don't want to play it, but I have all these people saying play it. But I have a 350 motherboard, and I want to get the 5600 XT. So I want that. So in order, I looked it up, and it says I need at least a 450 motherboard. My 350 ain't gonna hack it. That the lot dust monster wanting 350 ain't gonna hack it. So
well, I tell you what.
I'm looking at it.
Look, if you're patient, because me and Ryan about to do something really, really big, but
okay, I'm patient. Yeah,
we're gonna have a big giveaway on this channel. Like,
yeah, we got this up for
you. $300, $400, $500.
Okay.
So basically, for those of you wondering, this giveaway, me and Blaze are working on it. But me and Blaze are working on it. So we're getting closer and closer, guys, to 10,000 subscribers. Now we're getting ready to cross 6,000 on this channel. That's another milestone for yours truly.
That's crazy.
I've been through a lot here on YouTube. I've done a lot. I met a lot of cool people, a lot of awesome people I call friends, and just I've learned a lot from, those who went on to do even bigger and better things. I've learned from, and I've improved the content for all of you. And like I said, for all of you back when we first started 2020, things are going to get a lot better here on this channel in terms of content, but also the way I go about it. Now, obviously, next gen consoles are about to drop as well, and I'm super excited for those. But again, I'm just I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. So we're doing that for you guys. We're definitely going to give back. I want to say shout out to the 233 people here. Do me a huge favor, hit that like button. I'm enjoying the hell out of the show today. Thank you guys so much. You're always supporting the RGT, supporting me, the 101s. Yes, I hear your prayers. Y'all understand, like every time I think about wanting to not do RGT, I get messages like, right, it's RGT on. Like even when I'm on the PlayStation. So I'm just glad you guys love everything that we put here into this channel, especially with this show in general. Like I really do mean that. Like it shows that the hard work and the hours that me and these gentlemen here that we grind for you guys over 100 episodes, it wasn't for nothing. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. So
hey, it's got RGB on it. How about this motherboard?
Every current board has RGB.
Not mine.
Well, you have a basic. That girl basic.
I have a 350.
Yeah, you got that basic chick.
But you know what? Like I told you this last week. Your chat is like always interactive. They're always holding shit down. And for real, Ryan, I want to say this about you, Ryan. Like you had to make a change in your YouTube, whatever that change, whatever the reason for it was. I'm not going to get into that, but like seriously, when in terms of like quality content, like for real, like you're hitting home runs, bro. So like, not only for you deserve it, like they deserve it. It's just like giving away to me is like therapeutic, bro. Like it just makes me. It's like I don't know how to explain it, bro. But if me and you if I can help anybody, if I can touch somebody, just help them out a little bit. And I'm not rich at all, bro. The bills come every Thursday on my mailbox. You can come check them. They're there.
They do.
That's a huge bitch. Ryan, I'm telling you, bro. I've been telling you this. Your shit's about to blow. It's already there, but it's really gonna take off if you just stay consistent. How you doing?
Trust me. I will. I got the support. Got the love, man. Got the passion, and ain't nothing stopping me there. Shout out to the very lovely Lakita Plays with the $2 super chat. She says, y'all deserve it. We love you too, Lakita.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to everybody watching. There's 200 plus people here. Now, if each one of you all donates $1 to the cause, I can get this motherfucker. So,
Hey, wait, moving on. Moving on to the game of discussion. They rolled their eyes in the chat. I can already feel like this dude. Shut up. So I guess we're at that point now, right? We're getting closer to this point where games are going to be 100 gigabytes install by default, right? Because Final Fantasy Remake was just confirmed to be 100 gigabytes to install. And if I'm not mistaken, this is not even the full game. This is episodic.
Correct.
This is the first part, right? This is part 1.
Wow.
For this first part to be 100 gigs, how big is the full, you know what I'm saying? The full series download going to be? Like, because eventually they're going to have it where it's going to be like the full collection and you can pay and get it. I wonder how like big the actual install will be going forward. But,
well, this is why they're saying you can download individual parts now. Like, you're going to be able to download just, you want to play campaign strictly. Now, some games do that, but I think it's going to be like moving forward. You're going to see that a lot, like for space, just to save space in that matter. Like, you'll be able to download just the campaign. Like, I deal with that a lot. I got a 2 terabyte, or I don't even know what this is, but I'm always deleting videos. I hate.
Yeah, I never
videos.
keep shit on mine either. Like, I can't. Like, if I know I'm not gonna play it, I never keep it. I just clear it.
I need that, bro. I need to do what you do, bro.
I do that every time. Like, cause like me personally, I think I only have like what, a terabyte, or actually no. How big is my hard drive? Let me see.
Well, your pro is a standard 1 terabyte. If you've added,
no, I don't even have a pro. I have the base model, so I think it's 500 gigs.
Ryan, you got a base model?
I got a base model,
bro. Oh, hold on.
Do I, bro?
Okay.
I got a base model with a 2 terabyte.
Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh shit. Ryan, look at me.
Bro, I've been gaming.
Give me your address after the show. That's all I'm gonna say. Just give me.
Oh god,
bro, I've been gaming on this base PS4.
I've been gaming on this since 2013,
bro.
Yeah, I've been gaming on this bad boy since 2013.
Hold on, you've not played Horizon Zero Dawn in 4K?
No,
I told you guys.
I enjoyed it at 1080p. Oh, god damn it!
Oh my god.
The thing is, too, that's why I said like I'm upgrading the whole thing, the whole setup. It's got to go 4K, and so I'm getting 2 monitors. I'm shocked that I'm looking at these monitors. Y'all know I give shit to Alienware. All of you, the OGs on the channel, y'all know I've given mad shit to Alienware.
Alienware sucks.
But those 2 monitors that they had, I ain't gonna lie, they had me going.
Right,
1 millisecond 4K RGB.
You can get the monitor I have that outperforms those Alienwares, and I promise you.
I'm gonna do some window shopping or monitor shopping for sure.
Even a 1440p 144
absolutely
refresh rate Pixio monitor blows that shit out the water.
Oh,
look, it don't matter the brand. Like, people, like, it's all about what the components are. If the components don't match up, if it, like, people see, what about 4K TVs? I got one for $400 at Walmart. Bro, it's not about that. Just because it says 4K and HDR in the box doesn't mean is what you're going to get, bro. If the processor is not there, your image is going to suck. It don't matter if you have a 4K panel or not.
Yeah.
Yep. Same goes with monitors. The monitor.
Ryan, I'm telling you on the podcast so people understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna send you a Pro.
Oh God.
Period.
You keep the Pro. I'm getting ready for PS5. Don't worry. I don't want it around.
Wait a
minute.
I worry about you, bro. I'm worried about you.
Wait a minute. I will take the Pro. I will take the Pro.
I heard his slander.
Wait a minute. If he doesn't want it, I will take the Pro. I will trade it in, and then I will get the motherboard. It's a win-win it's a win-win. What's wrong with this plane?
You're an Xbox plane. That's why. Yeah, your plane is sponsored by Microsoft. I
can't. So you're saying I should stream more?
You know what's the funny part about it though? Like, I have a dual monitor setup, right?
I do too. Yeah, I got
a 32-inch 1080p Dell monitor. And I also have some knockoff microboard 1440p monitor, but I'm in the transition of getting two 1440p 27-inch Dell 155 refresh rate monitors from my new setup with this new PC that I'm building.
That's an awkward hertz. Wow, that's weird.
155.
So basically 144. Yo, you're gonna feel like butter on that. That's
what I have on mine. It's 144 hertz, 1 millisecond on this Asus.
That's part of the reasons why I'm getting it, because it's HDMI 2.0 compatible, so I'll be able to at least has some kind of upscaling for my 1080p experience on my base PS4 Pro.
How do you sleep at night with all that smoothness? Come on, man. Stop.
Carlos brought up a great point. He said HDMI 2.0. Look, 2.1 is the future. See, there's one TV on. Look, this is why. Look, there's one TV on the market that has HDMI 2.1 ports. What that allows is a variable refresh rate. So you can play games at 1440p at 144 hertz on your PC on a 65-inch OLED. Think about that. But people have this misconception that they can play at 4K at 120. There's nothing. There's no graphics card that supports it right now. But I'm gonna say, I told Ryan this, right? I don't mean to cut you off, Carlos, but I told Ryan this, that the next gen consoles, I promise you, if they have a brain, they'll have 2.1 HDMI compatibility, because it's just the wave. There's only one thing that supports it right now, one console, and believe it or not, it's the Xbox One S and X.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah. Those are the only two consoles that actually have 2.1A support currently.
Which means the new console will as well.
Yes, right.
Yeah, I'm playing it 1080p 30. I mean, I'm playing at 1 millisecond on my joint.
Ryan, if
pure performance.
Look, you need to experience. No. You need to experience Horizon Zero Dawn with HDR, 4K. I don't care if it's checkerboarded. I don't care if it's checkers. I don't care if it's tic-tac-toe boarded. You need to experience that. Period.
I don't. Everybody, listen. You're gonna
your
jizz
word.
in your hand,
bro.
I take your word. Everybody says it. Like, trust me, I take your word, because I think it was Craig. Craig talks about that every show. Like, that's the best looking game of.
It is.
Yeah, the best looking game of the gen.
I'm gonna be
here. Every show. I mean,
I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys, right? I did buy me a 4K TV, right? I bought me a 60-inch LG, a QLED TV, and
nice.
I put on that base PS4 and play some Horizon Zero Dawn at 1080p, even with the HDR settings, and I was blown away. Like, it really, like, the vibrancy of the colors, the way the whole atmosphere for the game, it just changed. Playing on the monitor was cool, but that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to upgrade these damn monitors so I can get some good vibrancy from these colors. But for next gen, I'm just preparing myself just to have a good setup, even with the newer gen consoles. In 1440p, for me, is where my whole that perfect visual aspect is at. I could care less about 4K, because 4K is just a higher upscale resolution from 1440p. My thing is just the performance. Give me over 60 frames per second, and I'm a good boy. I just love it.
Like, style alone, a lot of people, like, I grew with SS9. A lot of people are going to say God of War is the gem so far this gen when it comes to the HDR thing.
It is, but the best HDR build, and not according to me, according to White Zaddy, is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Honestly, the best HDR, honestly, I've seen really is there's a couple when it comes to mind is Gran Turismo on the PS4 and believe it or not, Sea of Thieves. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, Sea of Thieves is crazy.
But dude,
water
Carlos,
texture, that water texture.
I've seen more people say Horizon. What is going on here? Shit.
Well, look, 1440p, Carlos. I want to get on this. 1440p to 4K. It is a jump, but it's not that much of a. But
no, it really isn't. Yeah,
but from 1080p to 1440p.
Yeah, it's a big jump. It's
different,
drastic,
bro.
It's drastic. You see the changes in color textures. You see more better.
How big are your glasses, Ryan?
Oh God!
God damn it!
Give me them Wayne Zelensky glasses.
Hey, Medina with a little beep.
Give me them Wayne Zelensky.
So the guy decided to come in to the channel. Okay.
Listen, man. I saw a bunch of ponies in here. I'm like, yo, this looks like a stable. Let me go fuck this shit up.
We're having a good time.
Well, it's over now. It's over now, Craig.
No, it's not, because you were here for the calls.
All right. What's up, boys? So I'm feeling really left out of this HDR talk because I'm colorblind and can't see it.
Damn, that sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Well, F in the put an F in the chat for the homie.
Bro,
I
don't notice it. I turned it off and on in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Well, let me tell
Everyone says,
let me tell you what it's like. If you have sex with a condom on, that's without the HDR. You take it off, that's the HDR. That's
wait. But meds, HDR is not just colors. Yeah, that's a major thing, but it's about peak brightness as well. And dark black blacks and white whites.
Oh my God, Greg. My man.
That's what I told her. This is about peak brightness.
All right, ponies. What are we talking about today, ponies?
We're not talking about Bleeding Edge, that's for sure.
WD-40.
I tell you what, man. Bleeding Edge is a hell of a game.
Is it really? Did you like it?
I really like it. Like it. Yeah.
It looks like shit too. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
How many hours did you put on that beta, bro?
I think 7.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
I stayed up one time.
Oh my God! So we ain't talking about Bleeding Edge. Come on, stop.
Ryan, you laughed a little too hard at that. All right, I'm gonna need you to fall back, sir.
Yo, Ryan's a pony to the core,
I'm just saying because
you
you said Bleeding Edge is good, but you ain't on it. You in here trying to cause ruckus,
bro. Bleeding Edge isn't out. I can't play it.
Bro, but you can
you can't EBT game it. You can't play it on Game Pass.
Oh. It doesn't come out till the 24th, dude.
You can't play it on Game Pass. EBT?
You'll drop it after a week.
Maybe, but I
gave it a week. I gave it a week. That game's gonna be done within like an hour.
Bro,
I drop everything after a week, though. Come on,
you drop everything after 2 hours. Stop, because you didn't play Crackdown 3 for a week.
1 day of play,
bro. I never capped for Crackdown 3.
Exactly.
I always said it looked trash. I played it. It was trash. I uninstalled it after like 3 minutes, and I never played it again.
That's why I always quit games after a week.
I got a confession to make. I actually finished the campaign in Crackdown 3 and enjoyed it.
Oh.
You're a better man than me. You like Crackdown 3?
I like that.
I like the campaign. I played multiplayer and I said, "Fuck."
Bro, I couldn't. You know what did it for me, Carlos? Let me tell you what did it for me. With that playing that game, I couldn't fucking do it. Bro. No. The way that motherfucker runs.
Oh yeah, the animations.
Oh, when they got locked.
Who runs like that?
It's a fun co-op game.
Who the fuck put on the black suit with the ping pong balls on and ran like that? Bro, nobody runs like
with
that.
The ping pong balls, that was good.
Bro, that whole running animation ruined the entire game. I couldn't do it.
I got past the running animations, and I just got so enthused and just trying to beat the shit out of all the sectors and claiming all the sectors one by one. I upgraded all of my attributes, little by little, and I just enjoy that part. And then the rocket launcher did it for me because I was just rocket launching the shit out of enemies. That was
power of the cloud, man. That shit's crazy.
The power of the cloud gave them lock ones. That was the funny thing.
The power of the cloud was not very present in either iterations of the game.
That shit did not look very powerful at all, man. That game was garbage.
It just looked like a regular Crackdown 2 game, just with a higher resolution.
You know, honestly, I kind of regret. I think I know they regret showing that off. You know, that first demo before we got to the actual Crackdown demo, right? You know, the first one they were showing off destructibility.
Yeah, they made a big mistake.
Yeah, that was terrible to show that off first. That was.
I never tuned into any of those videos.
That looked awesome.
I knew that game was gonna be trash,
but it was never gonna come like that, bro.
I mean, honestly, I felt the same way about Bleeding Edge. I haven't paid attention to Bleeding Edge or any of it until the beta came out, and honestly, somebody had to beg me to play with them because I'm like, bro, I'm not playing this trash. It looks trash. I was like,
so they had to pull a golf on you, basically, huh?
Yeah. I basically got dragged into playing it, and bro, I was shocked at how much I liked it. I think it's actually really good.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, the social aspect of the multiplayer games are always gonna enthuse.
I played solo though, even a lot.
Oh, for real? That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
And I think people got better because at first, when you first started playing, if you played solo, nobody knew what the fuck they were doing. Everybody sucked. But like on the last day of the beta, I solo queued up, and people looked like they got the hang of the game, so we were playing well together.
Yeah.
Even made like 2 new friends, so that's cool.
Bro,
cool.
That Crackdown 3 multiplayer was so fucking horrendous. Like, I cannot. Auto aim should never be used in any fucking multiplayer game ever. again.
Shout out to Kid Smooth for the epic stream with that game, by the way. So we already talked about Final Fantasy. It's got 100 gigabyte install. I was telling them we're now getting into that point where these games are gonna be pretty much the size of Red Dead 2.
I mean, listen, that's not even a game. That's 1/3 of a game. So
exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So how big you think the actual full collection is gonna be? Because
the whole shit's gonna be 200 gigabytes.
No way. Oh God.
Bro, it's gonna be 200 gigs. You'll see the whole shit.
200 if one part. What are they in Midgard in this first person?
Yeah, but you know how updates be eating themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
you have 100
I see
gig
what you're
game, then you download 75 gig patch, and then the game is still like 110 gigs. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, right now, currently, Modern Warfare is sitting at almost close to 180 gigs, even after the freaking updates. It is crazy, because everything is based on textures, right? The higher the texture, the higher the memory count is going to be for the game. So, for example, if you have very high textures at 4K resolution, you're going to need roughly 80 to even 90 gigs just to run it completely, at a good refresh rate. That's where the problem is at. These games are getting bigger because due to the implementation of all the artifacting and everything that they're putting into the games.
What I'm concerned about is just looking forward into next generation. Like, there's no way we're gonna have SSDs in these new consoles that are over a terabyte. But a terabyte is simply not enough these days. It's not.
Nah, it ain't, bro. I got a 4
What are you talking about for upgradable storage? I mean,
I'm saying I'm concerned about how small the SSD is on these consoles.
It is what it is, bro. It's just external.
I got a 4 terabyte installed in my
You're
PC.
External is probably going to be the way to go.
But you're going to need to get an external SSD, not an external hard drive. Understand?
Well, on the Xbox, it's not going to be necessary. You don't need a 1 terabyte on Xbox.
Are you talking about the integrated SSD?
Yeah, but on the Xbox, you don't need that much storage.
I thought he was talking about. He's talking about the integrated.
What do you mean? Why is that, man? You know why is that?
He's gonna say it has no games. Oh my god!
You know that, dog.
I saw that from a mile away, but
you should have jumped on it.
I foolishly thought you had a better joke.
Mets, honestly, the thing that surprised me is you have a Pro and you're an Xbox.
Actually, I don't have a Pro.
You don't? Kick him up.
Nah, I have an original. I have an original. We talked about this the other day. I have the original.
Hey, you ain't the only one. I admitted it live on the show too. Yeah, I'm rocking the 2013 edition, so I don't know what's going on.
I wanted a Pro, but they don't even have.
Blaze over here, ninja kicking everybody. He like, no, you ain't got a Pro. Get out of here,
bro. Wait. There are 60 FPS games, by the way.
Yeah, but very few. Very few.
They're like few and far. Yeah, far between.
Yeah. Even on the Xbox One X, it doesn't have enough, honestly.
No, it's not.
Well, there's something horrible happened to the Xbox yesterday, so that was horrible. So.
Oh, you mean Bayonetta 2?
Bayonetta 2, 1440p.
Vanguard as well.
I mean, that happened. Yeah. That's on PlayStation. I don't understand how we can't get a 4K copy of Bayonetta 1. Like,
that's weird.
That's weird. But I thought Xbox was more powerful. Obviously, they were wrong. And once again, X didn't give it to you.
I mean, Xbox is more powerful. That's a fact. But
then why is it not 4K?
Listen, bro, I think developers suck ass and they're lazy. This is Platinum Games we're talking about. They fucking suck.
Oh, okay. They're actually pretty good, but okay.
They were good back then. When they made those two games,
they deserve all the respect. They're getting Scalebound back.
When they made those two games, when they made Vanquish and Bayonetta, yes, they were good. These days, they're fucking garbage.
Oh, okay. Well.
I stand with my pony brethren, Jack Move Johnny, on this one.
Bayonetta, Vanquish,
AKA Big Musty. AKA Big Musty. Shout out to Big Musty.
Great. So let me ask you guys a question.
That's the name that he insists we call him now.
Big Musty.
Like,
oh my
God. No. Pause. No.
He said it on his podcast last
night.
He said that's what people are calling him.
Yo,
Johnny.
He said if you don't call him that, he's not answering.
That ain't the vibe.
Oh, no, that ain't it. That ain't the hill. That's not the hill we want to talk about. No, ain't the hill.
Wait, what? Platinum Games?
Nah, Musty, man. Wow.
Hey, man, let's
bro, that's not the hill.
So anyway, yeah, so...
What were you saying, Ryan?
Oh, no, I was great. Just go.
No, I do think it's unfortunate, Craig, that the game is not 4K on the X or the Pro. Because honestly, I think the Pro could also do it. It's just, again, I think it's just lazy development. I mean, we're talking about a developer who just asked for a Kickstarter, who just started a Kickstarter to port a game. Like,
no, but you know what? They're still not a lock 60 even at 1440, especially the Pro.
Which
so I don't think it.
Yeah, it was a 720p game to begin with, so there's not. I mean, there's a lot in terms of of upscaling the resolution, but
but the problem is it's not the GPU, bro. It's the CPU.
The CPU is ass. Yeah, CPU has always been ass.
If you're not playing that game on PC.
That CPU was a bottleneck day one, though.
We all called this, yeah. And the tech experts were like, "Oh, y'all don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "Dog, that CPU is ass. Y'all need to chill."
It was ass the day it came out. Like,
real talk. Everybody was like, "Guys, I hate to break it to you. The GPU is fine, but that CPU, it's looking a little spooky." So what did they say? They said supercharged, meaning overclocked. That's all they said. You finally got it. It was like, "Oh no."
Even overclocked. Old CPUs still run bottlenecks. Like people gotta understand. Like if it's like taking a lawnmower, putting some nitrous oxide into it, and trying to see if you can go above.
Trying to win races, right?
Try to go above 50 miles an hour. You're only gonna reach 10 miles an hour, no matter how much nitrous oxide you put into that sucker.
Yep. Oh God. Who actually played Dreams in this chat? Anybody play Dreams?
I have.
I have not played it yet.
Who else played it?
I am gonna get it eventually.
Oh, you're gonna get it? Oh no, I was gonna give you guys a little good news. If you have VR, VR support. Yeah, VR support for Dreams is nearly finished and should be coming soon.
Oh, that's fantastic,
dude! It should have been there, bro. It's made. Like I feel like it's made for it, but when you're playing it, I'm using the move controls to play it. So it's made for it, bro. Like you're already the move controls are already implemented in the game. Might as well just let us use the helmet. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
But if you guys want, there's better versions of Cuphead on Dreams. Everything can be made.
Everybody made some cool shit. Like dudes made Dead Space 4, which I thought was insane.
You're telling me that we should just stop buying games and just buy Dreams?
That's it.
I mean, what it is basically a developer tool. So you're basically, potential development. That's basically what it is. It's a developer tool, and gamers can make games. And what's cool about it, and I think was brilliant for Media Malco, they're actually like when you post the work that you did on Twitter, they not only shout you out, but they look at your work and send it around. And somebody actually got a job from Dreams, playing Dreams.
I heard about that. I think you told me that.
Yeah,
but you know what? You know what people got to realize? Like, oh my God, these are little tech demos. Oh my God, these games are like not fixed. They're broken, bro. Think about it. Let a developer make a game in 2 weeks and put it out there and tell me how the game's gonna feel.
I think in like 3 months we're gonna see some really good stuff.
Yeah, give us some time, bro.
You think Bethesda will drop Skyrim in Dreams?
That could be a possibility.
It's on everything.
Yeah, they could.
It is on everything.
Yeah, I mean, in Dreams, I'm gonna get
the modding support for Skyrim is like really crazy. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody would actually take a concept from Skyrim and incorporate it into Dreams. That would be crazy.
Yo, you actually just gave me an idea, Carlos. So I have a question for Ryan because you know a lot more about Dreams than I. I have a question. So, can I take a creator's game and like maybe like be like, oh, I like this game, but I can do something that will make it even better. Can I take somebody's creation and edit? Like, can I mod? Like, is there a modding community here? Like,
I think that's up to the if the developer allows you to touch it, like play with it, then you can do it.
I think you can build upon it.
What they need is an FPS counter, bro. They need a frame rate counter because some games literally you can feel like they're running horribly, and some games feel smooth. Like, but they should put an FPS counter in that game.
That definitely be smart to do that for sure. Yeah,
because some games run worse, bro. Like depending on what you put in that game, you can feel the frame rate like dragging. Like you can just feel it.
So everybody's saying in the chat, Mets.
That's actually really nice.
That's pretty dope.
That's really nice.
Well, my last topic for you guys, unless you guys want to add anything else to today's show, but everybody could hit me up about this because everybody knows Ryan, aka Big Cloud, is a trophy quote unquote whore.
Yes, you're out here playing multi-class on PlayStation.
PlayStation, Sony announced the PlayStation Player Celebration, and basically it gives you a chance to earn some free themes, avatars, games, and a real life huge platinum trophy That's just like the one that you get from the actual games that you play.
You know, they're selling those on eBay. You can find a couple.
Yeah, you can sell those, but they're actually giving you a legit one. Just like authentic.
No, I know, bro. It's from like it was from an event. Like I don't know, not a lot of people got their hands on it, but it's cool, bro. I'll put it in.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's got lights and stuff on, if I'm not mistaken, and it lights up on the sides. So like that crazy white outline for the handles. I think they light up or something like that too. So it's pretty cool. So that's what they're doing for PlayStation.
Did you tell your fans that you buy platinums off eBay?
What the hell you get that shit from?
Oh shit!
Where'd you get that
topic.
from? Hold, what?
Huh?
What?
I'm just playing. You can really do that though. You can buy fucking platinums. You send them your account.
Oh hell no, that's crazy,
dude. I could not believe my eyes. Like some dude was charging $80.
Really?
For like Dark Souls.
Oh, to get platinums on it to do the game for him, basically.
Yes, depending on the
game. Yeah, that's pathetic. But then again, I'm not surprised. I see people with like 1,000 platinums and shit like that. I'm like, dog, there's no way hell you played 1,000 games and you're this fucking crazy.
All I gotta say is this, right? There's a lot of pretend neutral gamers that might need them platinums for their supposed backlog on Sony games.
Oh Lord. Well, if you're a creative individual and you definitely think you got what it takes to be a game developer, definitely give Dreams a shot, man. They giving people jobs apparently if the game is really, really good. So try it out.
I got a question for Meds.
Blow people away. What's up,
Meds? Meds? What's a game that can name me an Xbox exclusive, or even Craig because he's an Xbox dude. Name a game that can stand up to any of Sony's top games.
None.
What are Sony's top games?
You know, you want me to give you like a medium?
Give me three. Long story short, they do not have the studios that make
I strongly disagree.
Games that
wow. Okay, why do you disagree? This is good.
Because I think Gears 5 is an immaculate game.
But you play that on PC though. You don't even play it on Xbox.
No, but I played it on the X. It looks incredible.
You play it on PC though.
Gears 5 compared to maybe I would put.
I think Gears 5 looks better than all the PlayStation exclusives, quite frankly.
Well, it has dynamic resolution. That's subjective. It has dynamic resolution.
Dear Lord, please exercise the demon that is possessed.
I mean, listen, Blaze asked me for my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. Subjective.
I fuck with you.
And honestly, like I only named Gears 5 because I think that's the only one. Like if we're talking AAA games, like
not even right. Well, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
If we're talking about AAA games that can stand toe to toe with Sony's big AAA games, I don't think there's any outside of Gears 5 though. I do think Gears 5 can go toe to toe with any of those games. Like, do I think it's better than those games? No, I don't. I don't think it's better than God of War. I don't think it's better.
You're talking about visually, right?
I'm talking about visually and also quality. Like Gears 5, I don't think it's better than God, but is it like a 9? Fuck yeah.
I would say I agree with Aaron for sure. Like when it comes to their first party, I guess it's a toss up. If it's up to you what you think, but really, if we're looking at it from a multiplayer standpoint, Red Dead 2 is like the only game that I would say.
Well, multiplayer,
like multiplayer.
Honestly, even Xbox is shitty. Oh, okay, never mind.
Multiplayer. Okay. My bad. Yeah.
That's a bad example. Red Dead 2's graphic setting on Xbox X is lower than low.
Yeah. But that's actually how good. That's a testament to how good the game looks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the game is trash. I played it.
I mean, we're talking about just visuals here. Because personally, I haven't even played the game, quite francly.
Oh, there you said Ori and the Blind Forest.
Nah,
Ori is on this. I would put on the same level.
Ori 2 looks good. I don't know what you're talking.
Ori is a good game. It's a good game, but it's too basic in terms of traversal. Like it's not really.
But that's more of an artistic. That's more of an artistic look, right?
Blaze, I was taking it more like in a AAA sense. But
yeah, it's AAA sense.
If we're talking about strictly quality, I do think that Cuphead and what's the other one you just mentioned? Ori. I think Cuphead and Ori are both games that are better than almost all of Sony's games. Yes.
Well, I'll say
not all of them, but a lot of them.
Damn, you better than Spider-Man? Oh my god.
No, they don't have.
Honestly, I don't think Spider-Man's that great. I think Spider-Man's good, not great.
Oh, we're gonna have to fight after this show. I'm going.
But again, for me, Blaze,
I think Infamous Second Son shits on Spider-Man.
But as a Messiah, they don't have a studio that comes close. I mean, their two racing games are supposed to be benchmark games. Don't look as good as Gran Turismo. They just don't. They're Ori. I don't know about Ori. Cuphead is not an Xbox game. That is another studio that makes that. And that game is good.
Yeah, but they published it, bro. Come on.
At the end of the day, what they do not have the studios that can really compete. Gears, I would put that on the same level as the Sony Bing game.
No Forza Horizon love out there? Or?
Oh, Forza Horizon 3.
I like
Forza Horizon 3 and 4, obviously. But the thing is that I didn't even say that because as soon as you say that, that's a racing game. This is
I wouldn't say that.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even say that because I know the idiots were lurking ready to say that. But obviously, Forza Horizon 3 and 4 are of insane quality. Both of those games.
Subjectively, yes, they're of insane quality. Replayability-wise, they're not that good.
Nah, replayability, they're incredible, bro. I still play Forza Horizon 4.
No, you can replay Forza more than...
Yeah, you can play that shit for years, dude.
I mean, it's a racer. It's kind of up there with, what was that game, Motorstorm? You can pick up and play whatever. Like,
they're always constantly unlocking shit in Forza, bro. Constantly.
Yeah, and there's always new content dropping. There's always new content dropping, too.
Yeah.
Like we
know you love your Legos, Mitch.
Oh shit,
Legos. Are you insinuating that I play Minecraft?
It's about Forza Legos.
Oh no, that Lego DLC actually looked hot. I didn't buy it though. Cheapskate.
Yeah, he's great going to Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft.
There's a fine thin line between content and just dumbassery, and I am not supporting no Lego base.
Bro, come on. This shit is good, man.
I can't.
Forza 4?
I can't. I like Forza 4. Don't get me wrong. I played it on PC. I have enjoyed it. But when it comes to certain aspects of the game, I feel that it's very shallow.
I mean, honestly, hot take. I think 3 is better than 4.
Yeah, three.
But again,
I think 2.
Is that not a hot take? Is that not a hot take?
Blaze's question was about quality, and they do not have the game. The reason I can prove it is because the Xbox community, they want PlayStation's games on their platform. Because
welcome to everybody else in life.
Well, no. I'm just saying. And the reason, to answer your question.
But Craig, what is the status of those guys' biscuits?
Well, they're buttery. At the end of the day, to answer his question, I thought they were buttery.
Betty Crocker moist, bro. Betty Crocker moist.
Yo, I'm a Sony guy.
You don't say Betty Crocker.
You got to give a little credit to Forza. It's quality, bro. I can't.
It's quality. It's
I heard this shit. Yeah, I heard this live.
Doesn't have a pit crew. Forza Motorsports does not have a pit crew. Your car goes to the pit and it fucking fixes itself. That is trash personified.
Oh my god!
You know.
All right, time out.
The car fixes itself. You got Red Dead Redemption with lower than low graphic settings, and the console is a girl with a water brush. I mean, you get her home, and it's like, oh, this is looking good, and then she takes off her shirt. It's like, oh, hell no. All that console is.
all right. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. All right.
Oh my god.
When it comes, all right, I will give credit where it's due to Playground Games, especially with the Forza Motorsports and Forza Horizon series.
No, they only do Horizon.
What the hell is that little Take-Two thing? Take-Two.
Turn 10. I'll give them both credit because they actually provide unlimited customizations to the vehicles in terms of how you want to cater to your driving preference and to the look of your car. I'll give them that. But the thing is like, once again, the games become shallow after a while. Like, you don't have nothing else more to look forward to. That's where my whole thing is at with the installments of the Forza Horizon series. I've played all of them. I've played 1, I've played 2, I've played 3, and I've played 4. They are all great, but they have that one thing that I'm really like.
Yeah, but I hear you.
Want them to do to provide a better open environment, not just put it in a very small map. Do it like how they did.
Wait, hold on now. Forza Horizon has a very large map.
Huge, bro.
It has a very large map.
Man. Nah, man.
Bro, I think you're confused.
I think you're thinking of fucking like Project Cars or something, dog.
Yeah, you're already playing something.
Bro, like you're always unlocking shit for your cars, bro. You're unlocking car after car after car. That's the motivation, is getting more cars. Bro, I like Gran Turismo better. I'm just telling you that you unlock.
No, I'm basing it on what the games are prospectively in my point of view, not on everybody else's.
Oh, well, yeah, then yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, everybody, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian.
I don't know. I was agreeing with Lay. He made a good point. It's basically a
that's true, and I agree with that. Not that that's a bad thing, though.
Yeah, no. Need for Speed is good. Yeah,
but at the end of the day, opinions are like assholes, and we've all got one. And
of course, everybody got. Bro,
the important thing is, you know, we can all respect each other's opinions and not get fussy about it.
Blaze, I gave you a qualified response versus an opinion. If Sony's games were worse than Microsoft's, then people in the Xbox community would not be bitching for their games.
We would be shitting on Sony so hard right now. And the funny
but those guys are just haters, though. You know
I agree with you, man. I agree 100%. Oh, man, people liking that fight tomorrow, not a real fight.
Wilder versus
who do you think got?
Okay, listen, it's very, very tough.
It's tough because he probably learned from his mistakes.
Somebody put a gun to my head. Gun to head. I'm picking Wilder. Yeah, because I simply, and here's my quick analysis. Because I know this is a gaming show.
Yeah, no, we're ready to shut it down. Let's shut it down. Let's shut it down and get into it off air. Let's do that. Start.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
But the answer is never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, you're trying to run. Shout out to everybody that came through, man. Thank you guys so very, very much. Yeah, damn near 300 people here. I do appreciate you guys every week. I know a lot of people ask for RGT 101s. We'll be back next week. 101s for days. I got you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. Much love. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed today's show. Master shout out to Frogs from the Ultra Preset Podcast. I always fuck up the name. Ultra Preset Podcast for coming through. Thank you so much. And shout out to Blaze. Shout out to Meds for also coming through as well. I do appreciate it. And everybody in the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Like always, man, it's a gaming. Supposed to be bringing us together, have fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed that at least. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have an awesome, awesome weekend. See you guys next week. Y'all be blessed. Later.
PC Master Race.
Betty Crocker.